Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. It is a nice, brisk 35 degrees outside today. The door is open in the Van Gogh room. The sun is shining. I've got my coffee here. It's a little bit later. I'm not at the salon today for obvious reasons. I decided to sleep in, and man, it felt good. Excuse me one second. Nice. Guatemalan. Let's get started. The first red flag, gentlemen, is her social media. If you proceed to be with a woman without looking at all her social media going way back, then I have nothing to tell you. The patterns already exist, and when problems start, it's because you ignored the red flags. The first red flag will be her social media. 3 months from now, it's going to be like this. I don't eat brains often, but when I do, I prefer them with Dos Equis. Stay walking, my friends. Women typically know how easy men are. Until about 50, most single men are so simple they can be controlled like a remote control. That remote control is sex. The possibility of sex, a sexy selfie, or the fantasy that the current level of sex will last forever. Women know that. This is why men need to listen to men when it comes to relationships and dating. The United States did not consult with Germany in order to talk about how to defeat Germany, did it? And I'm not saying that the sexes are to defeat each other, but every gender is self-serving. A man going to a woman for relationship counseling is exactly that. It's the United States consulting with Germany in World War II. You're not going to hear a balanced, solid, long-term, healthy bit of advice. Can't happen. It's impossible. By nature, it's impossible. Men need to listen to men. I'll be here for you after you've listened to all the women and went down the dark path and got crushed. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. Ecclesiastes 4:9. Your breakup will be just as public as your hookup, because you just couldn't help making social media your diary and journal, could you? You just couldn't help yourself. For years, over 10 years now, we've seen people change their relationship status. In a relationship, single. It's complicated. When you announce everything about your relationships online, it will always be complicated. Don't doubt me on that. The good news is you can get 2 face masks from OneBra. It's a win-win. One for him, one for her. Hopefully it's a C cup or larger. But I feel sorry for guys without girlfriends or wives. You're totally screwed. Your underwear won't make a good face mask. What's the difference between Vegas and Wuhan, China? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Elliot Sturman says, my wife is not my best friend. I refuse to friend zone her. Being a spouse requires greater responsibility and accountability than being best friends. I'm not a huge fan of men who say that their wife is their best friend. There's not a lot of women out there saying that their husband is their best friend, but there's a lot of men out there saying it. I wonder why that is. Can you see the glossary of the New World Order beginning? I can. Stand down, shelter in place, social distancing, self-isolation. Phrases and words that you've never seen before are going to be commonplace. Don't tell me that they're not trying to change your life and create a new reality for you. Life is not going to go back to normal after this. Look how fast you folded up like a cheap suit because of a virus. And you kept quiet and you stayed in your house because the government gave you $1,200. You sold yourself out. Ladies, the way to your man's heart is through alluring selfies. It's not your intelligence. It's not how well you cook. It's not through his stomach. Get real. You want to draw your man closer to you? Drop a few pounds, look pretty, send him some alluring selfies. I didn't say sexual. That's up to you if you want to make them sexual. But he married you not because of your great intelligence and your degrees and what you think. Deep down inside, you know you lured him in with your sexuality. And then somewhere along the line, when you knew you hooked him, you reeled him in. You got him in. You hooked him. You turned off the sexuality, didn't you? Shame on you. No wonder he's looking elsewhere. I would too. Just look at you. You want to do something good for your husband? Go out and take a 2-mile walk today. Put on some makeup. Do your hair. Send him an alluring selfie. Tell him you love him. Tell him you can't wait to see him. That you have something waiting for him tonight. Try it. Don't get mad. Just try it. You'll see. Breaking news right now. I tested positive for sanity, clarity, and reason. Did you? A reporter stuck a microphone in Paul Harvey's face and asked, "Does being Paul Harvey help you to get girls?" His reply was, "Well, it helped me to get one." I love Paul Harvey. I've had more women warn me about other women than you can imagine. A woman can call out another woman's bullshit pretty quickly, can't they? The sisterhood is not as strong as you think. It's only when a man does it that it's called misogyny. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.